In any society, education should be for the enhancement of the people, for the development of the individual, until they become a source of help and blessing to humanity.
In Ywam, God has called us to influence the spheres of society, and we know there have been many waves over the last 60 years that have influenced in so many different ways. And one of those areas is education. For Africa, we see a new wave which is forming and which is beginning to hit Africa's shore. We see schools, we see projects, we see children's clubs, we see youth ministries, we see teacher training. There's so many things that are happening, and so this video is just to give you a little bit of a taste of some of the things that are happening on this continent as God grows our heart to understand this passion for education.
Greetings, my name is Kumbukani Piri and I'm speaking to you from Youth the Mission, Zimbabwe, Harare.
Hello there, Lisa McQueen with Elwa Sunrise Nursery and Primary School in Lira, Uganda.
We are Sam and Airo in Chisolo. We are involved in education in Africa, in Uganda, and our heart is for community transformation.
Hi, so my name is Chris Scott. I'm serving with Ywam Blantyre. We really strongly believe in education here.
Hi, my name is Shimen. I am from Cameroon, Central West Africa. I'm passionate about education.
My name is Jean-Christophe Huet. I work in education in Africa.
My name is Nadia Lefson. I'm from Switzerland. I was trained as a teacher in Switzerland. I've got a...
Greetings from Youth with a Mission, Lusaka, Zambia. It's a privilege for us to introduce our team.
Education is about life. It's about calling forth the unique design and destiny of each child and preparing them for a life of significance.
My partner John Bosco Tuguli and I are very passionate about educating both children and families about how to know God and to prosper, not just educationally but also spiritually, vocationally, and professionally. We desire to impart into them vocational skills and training so that they can be fruitful and sustainable throughout their life and throughout the lives of their children.
We see that through education there is hope for the younger people. Actually, the word of God to us has been love the children and you will see transformation in the community. So we see this education as a strategy for bringing hope and transformation in the community.
We moved here as a team, obeying the Lord, and began to investigate what were some of the needs that were in the community and what came up from the local leaders, church leaders, was education. They told us that without education, their children would have no future.
I truly believe that education is the most powerful tool to bring transformation in the life of an individual. And when the individual is transformed, then the family can be transformed. And when the family is transformed, the community can be transformed, and then the nation can be transformed.
I believe that education is the key to discipling a nation. And so, as Youth at the Mission Harare, this has been a key area of contribution that we've been able to make through trainings and through workshops, believing that our nation will never be the same.
And because only God can perceive the full dignity of our nature, and only those who wear his glasses can interact properly with the world, using the natural gifts and the spiritual gifts to seek again the reign of the Jesus the King.
It's about releasing the life of Jesus into every member of the learning community, from children to parents to faculty to administration. So education is about receiving and enjoying life together, being transformed, and having life to give to the community around us.
We are a Christian school here in Lira, Uganda, with the Bible as our foundation for all that we teach. We also use Education for Life as a tool to equip our children to know God holistically.
And in Africa, what I do, I'm working to help National Association of Christian Schools in French-speaking West and Middle Africa. And I provide some advices, strategic and technical advices, and also some programs to train trainers of teachers.
We started with only 50 children, and today we have over 600 children, educating them all subjects: math, English, science, history, including God in all subjects, because God is the initiator of education, and so we are encouraged to see what God has done. And so far we have over 12 children graduating high school since we started this program.
By running a Christian school in partnership with the government called Tantwe 2, just outside the base, we are running teacher training, Educating for Life with the University of the Nations.
As a Ywam staff, I've had the privilege to train hundreds of teachers in Cameroon for the past 5 years through a ministry of Ywam called Educating for Life. We've also been coaching some Christian school founders, helping them to bring Christian values and biblical principles in their schools.
We believe God has given us an inheritance. That inheritance is not buildings, it's not projects, it's not bases. Instead, it's the lives of young people who become more and more like God, who are made in His image, know who they are, become who God has made them to be, and they start a new wave which will not only affect this continent, but will go out to the ends of the world. That is why we do education.